Hey everybody, it's Ryan, ripping one-handed on Twitter. Thank you. That sounded weird. A lot of new people here. Welcome. This is relatively new for me, but that one video took off, and really appreciate you guys, all the kind words, and a lot of people who seem to be kind of in the same boat, who are encouraged to maybe do something similar. That's pretty cool. So I did want to make kind of a follow-up video and clear some things up. The first being, it's not a Michigan hat. I know it looks like a Michigan hat. I know it. I do. I'm very particular about my hats. We can probably do a video about my hats at some point. I'm very particular. And this was one where I was like, ooh, the Milwaukee Brewers, it's a Brewers hat. It's an old school, kind of a mashup. The old M, but with the new colors, golden. So I get it. Every time I go out, people yell, "Go Blue." And I have to say, on Wisconsin, and they look very confused. It's not a Michigan hat. It's a Brewers hat. I am in the process of securing a new Brewers hat that will be more obvious, but I like them to be unique, So anyway, there's that. Some people were taking, and maybe I wasn't clear enough, but some people were taking my my video about how I sold most of my collection as me getting out of the hobby. Oh yeah, you came in and ruined everything and now you sold it all and you're getting out. That is not it at all. I am not out of the hobby. I'm looking at new cards that I bought, like right there. I am still firmly in the hobby, but I needed to consolidate. I needed to make my collection manageable for me. That was really the emphasis behind it, and I hope that came through. I wasn't like, oh, I've sold everything and I'm out and I'm never doing anything hobby related. That's not it. Just needed to get things to a point where it made sense to me, where I wasn't stressed and anxious, and where I could enjoy it. And I've already seen sometimes I got the 2021 Bowman, and I've had opened some mega boxes that some were good, some were not, and it was mostly enjoyable, but I think I got too much. And so it's a learning process, right? We're all in this and figuring out what do we like, what don't we like, what are we after, what are we not. And so that's where I'm at. So I'm just kind of sharing that journey with you guys, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm still firmly within the hobby's grasp. Just needed to pare that down. What else was I going to mention? I thought, one of my favorite comments was, so many of you, and thank you for this, by the way, mentioned that your favorite parts were about the connection that I made with this guy and going and speaking at schools. You can see the shirt, everybody's different. My book, Different is Awesome. And there was a comment that said something to the effect of, this all led to that moment. And it's a little cheesy. It's a little like, okay, like the universe conspired. But if you think about it, like that past year and a half of when I was accumulating these things, if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have gone to the card show. I wouldn't have had all of that to sell to this person. So things happened the way they were supposed to happen. It's kind of cool to look back on that and to see that. So that's pretty awesome. I did want to invite any of you guys into kind of a special, fun project. This is not card related in any way. And so if you're not interested, whatever, you go to the next video. But I would like to invite you into something that I think is pretty awesome. And I don't do this a lot, but it really touched my heart. So I had, we're actually in the middle, well, at the very beginning of doing the 6th reprinting of my book. The 5th reprinting is all sold out. But I had a handful of books left. And this mom emailed me and wanted to buy one for me to sign to her daughter, who turns 10 next month in July. And she then proceeded to tell me that her daughter gave her last copy away, and she gave it to a kid who was bullying her to try to help. And I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that's amazing. Wow. And then she also told me that she lost her dad. The mom who messaged me, her husband died by suicide at the end of 2019. So going into the pandemic so shortly thereafter, I can't imagine how difficult this past year has been for them. I lost my dad to suicide as well back in 2014. And so that really, it has a special place in my heart. And so I want to do something for them and for her birthday. I made a special little package with the book, but I also asked, is there anything that maybe is out of your price range that would make her super happy? And she brought up a laptop. And she said, you don't need to do that. Like, the book is going to be great, but that's something we've been talking about, but we'll have to save up for probably another year or two or something. So let's get her a free laptop. I want to get her a laptop. And so if you want to join me in that, I'm not going to get anything super crazy. I'm thinking around like $500, somewhere around there. $500. I don't know why I said it like that. If you are interested in helping me with that, just Venmo me and just put something in the description saying laptop. And it's just at Living One Handed. That's my Venmo. And I don't know, man. It's been sitting with me for a few days now. And I just really, it's not huge, but it's something that I think really will make a difference in their lives, and something that we can do together. And I don't think she will see that here. I do want it to be a surprise. And so that's why I wanted to ask you guys, if you're into that, if you want to help, $5, whatever, just Venmo me at Living One Handed, and I'll make that happen. I'm pretty excited about that. So that's where we're at. Trying to think of any other updates or questions and follow-ups to that video. The main thing really was just that, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not quitting the hobby. Just needed to get my collection to a point where I could enjoy it and not look at it and want to light a match and toss it on a pile. I know many of you are with me in that sentiment. You've said so yourselves. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting, whatever the catchphrase is. I still haven't decided what it is, but we'll get there eventually. But thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.